All right, shalom, shalom. First off, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Sincere shalom to all you men preaching this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four winds. All right. And shalom to you striving and sincere believers. Okay, it's your brother Shamagara coming to you with another lesson. All right, Lord willing, this lesson to be edifying. All right, so I want to title this lesson, Noah was, quote unquote, a conspiracy theorist for over 100 years. Okay. All right, and what do I mean by that? All right, to the rest of the world, what Noah was prophesying about the rain coming, all right, he looked crazy, all right? There was no real proof that he could tell the people, all right? And that's what faith is, man, all right? Believing in things that are not seen, man. So, you know, he prophesied, warned the people, all right, change your ways. You know, there's a judgment coming. And most of the people wrote him off. Everybody wrote him off, actually. Okay, besides his family, okay? The 8 people that lived through the flood, which repopulated the whole earth through his 3 sons, okay? But he was considered a conspiracy theorist, all right? Bugged out, mad, all right? Hell, people probably said he was lying, all right? You know, because rain never happened before, okay, before it happened with that flood, all right? The water came up from the earth, the dew, okay? So we in Noah's lot to where a lot of the things we say, all right, we're labeled as conspiracy theorists. But oftentimes, you know, what we say through the spirit, all right, the words are 100% correct, but things we tell our people, our family, to look out for, more oftentimes than not happens, okay? But they're looking at us like, how would you know that? All right, it's the spirit that leads us, man. Okay, now sometimes you might misread the spirit, but the spirit is 100% correct, man. The Holy Spirit. All right. And, you know, let's get a precept. Hebrews 11 verses 7. Okay. By faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear. Okay. So Noah moved with fear. Okay, hearing about the flood, what the Most High is getting ready to do. All right, he had to prophesy for 100 years, and I can't find a precept to where, you know, Noah. It says Noah how many years he prophesied. I was trying to look it up for this lesson. All right, if you can, all right, put it in the comment section. All right, but I do remember it said at least 100 years. Okay, so he moved with fear, building the ark, getting his household in order, all right, warning the people, okay, to say before, prophesy. That's what it means. That's what it translates to, all right? So he moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world. So he rebuked a lot of people, man. Ain't no telling how many people was on earth, but if you came in contact with Noah, all right, he was trying to warn the people. He was condemning, he was rebuking, all right? Because the world was ungodly, man, and the Most High had to destroy it and become heir of the righteousness which is by faith, okay? So you could tie conspiracy theory or conspiracy to faith, okay? Believing in something that you can't necessarily prove. Even though time and time again, we prove it, we put it in our people's way of trying to understand it, and they still don't want to believe it. They still call us crazy. We break it down the easiest way possible. We give them the milk, the sincere milk, and they just don't want to believe, man. They just want to call us crazy. No, you're crazy if you think it, this pandemic or what's going on right now isn't in the ushering in of the new world order. Okay, the one world government. Okay? So which is by faith. So it's going to take faith. So conspiracy theories turns to conspiracy fact. All right? And it has the word conspire or conspiracy, I believe, in the Bible at least once. All right? And I can't really look it up right now because I'm on the road. Okay? Let's go to Luke 17 and we're going to go to 26. All right? And as it was in the days of Noah, it says Noe, but it translates to Noah because this was written in the Greek, okay, the New Testament. But it's referring to Noah, okay? So shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. All right, what happened in the days of Noah, man? Utter judgment, to put it plainly. Massive judgment, okay, the flood, okay? People still taking up folly, all right? And it's going to explain that. They did eat and they drank, married wives. They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Okay? So they didn't want to believe it. You know, they was partaking in, you know, the things of the world. Okay? Drinking, marrying, you know, pleasure, if you will. Okay, the pleasures of this world. Now, this world is a paradise, all right, but right now it's in the hands of a wicked ruler. So you can't really fully enjoy the earth. You know, you get your brief periods here and there where you get some laughter, some joy. All right, but much of this is bitter, man. Okay, and destroyed them all. So it's better to be on the safe side than to just be caught out there and partake in a judgment. That's what men of the Lord and believers know, okay? It's better to play it on the safe side, okay? And you got men breaking down all the prophecies on the highways and byways and on YouTube and other platforms. It's better to be on the safe side than to just be caught out there, man, like these people that were in the times of Noah, okay? And it says that's coming again, all right? Likewise, verse 28, also, as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank. Okay, so we got a history of our forefathers getting the word of the Lord and moving, okay, with fear, okay, taking the steps to prepare yourself through the Spirit, all right, and your household, okay, if you have one, all right. They drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, so people was making money. All right, people was buying things, shopping. All right, buying nice things, man. Sodom and Gomorrah was like America at the time. You know, it was wealthy. Okay, it was basically like Las Vegas. All right, if you will. Okay, they planted, they built it. So they were building things, building structures. All right, building the future. All right. When there was no future to come for that place. All right, and people, and this land is called, which is called spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Our people still buying houses, man. Still working on that 401k, still working on that retirement. All right, still investing in the stock, Bitcoin and whatnot. Now, I'm not saying that's wicked. All right. But you got to know the times that you're in. You can't put your faith in that when Esau's about to pull the plug on all of that. All right, so it's best to get your daily bread. And if the Lord, not knocking, if he allow you to get more, you know, that's between you and the Lord. Okay, but the bare necessities is the, you know, your daily bread. Okay, that would suffice. All right, now you got different levels of brothers, you know. I'm not going to really get into that, but let me get back on topic. All right. Okay. But the same day that Lot, okay, went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. That was a heavenly nuclear missile, if you will. All right. All right, so Salakia. Verse 30, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So it's going to be utter destruction, utter devastation. All right, it's going to take place on the earth. Verse 31, in that day, he which shall be upon the housetop and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. So basically get the hell up out of there. Move like Lot, move like Noah. All right, don't care about all of these things, man. Okay. Let's get Isaiah 6 verses 9. And he said, go and tell this people. Who is this people? All right, Isaiah was telling his people, all right, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, the Israelites, okay, the 12 tribes of Israel. Hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Okay, so a lot of these things we tell our people, I mean, you could simply see it, what's going on out here. It's not like we just making stuff up out of thin air. You know, we bring you fact, okay? No matter how crazy it sounds, we bring you fact, okay? We show you articles. We go into history. We go into current news. We go into everything, man. No stone uncovered, all right? So go tell his people, hear ye indeed. So our people see it, all right? These church pastors molesting kids, you know, the plagues on our people right now, all right? The downfall of this place. America is going down, the world, the earthquakes. They see it, man. Jake ain't as stupid as you as they think, or as you think. Jake know, okay, in some shape, form, or fashion. Maybe not on the nowhere near on the level that we know, but Jake got something in his spirit telling him, like, man, this ain't right. But they forsake the Lord, okay? So they hear ye indeed, okay, and understand not, and see ye indeed, and perceive not. All right. Make, and this is the angel, make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. All right, so that's their spiritual eye, that's their spiritual ear, okay, that they can't understand and break this down and perceive it. All right, they got eyes to see. They see what's going on. They hear about it, okay? Because if you're around Edomites talk about news, man. They love getting into that stuff. So Jake hears it. Jake don't want to believe it, okay? That's why I said this is a stiff-necked and rebellious people, okay? 1 Thessalonians 5 verses 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So, you know, he's saying, you know what time it is. Basically, when the Lord comes back, it's going to catch everybody that's not a believer off guard or watching out for the prophecies. Okay? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child. So a woman, she's bracing herself. She knows 9 months, 10 months. All right, you know, the baby's going to be painful, you know. She's preparing herself, you know, prepping, if you will, to have the baby. And then that split second when that baby, when the water break, and then, you know, she in labor, all right, it's like she didn't prepare at all, you know, because the pain is going to be that crazy. It comes in an instant, man, to where these women are taking epidurals, getting shots in their spine, man, all right? That happens suddenly, man. All that preparation goes out the window. Okay, and let's talk about the unbelievers right there. Okay, now the elect are going to be in certain situations, all right, but the Spirit of the Lord going to jump on them, and they're going to be protected by the holy angels, right? As a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's talking about the unbelievers, okay? Because they didn't want to listen to the quote-unquote conspiracy theorists, or theorists, okay? They didn't want to listen to the men of the Lord. No matter how far-fetched the doctrine sounded, it was 100% correct. All right, now you know certain instances where I'm talking about, all right, that apostles went into where, you know, it left a bad taste in people's mouth, but it was 100% correct. All right, they broke it down, they backed it up with scripture. Now, I'm not even going to say the word, but it starts with the R. Okay, it was 100% correct. We brought it out in the law. Okay, well, they brought it out in the law, excuse me. And it said, blessed are they that are not offended in me. You know, the believers weren't offended at that, man. And you got instances where Jake is still doing that today, that so-called don't agree with that. Like, his name starts with the P, all right? You know, he tried to come up against the prophets, and he's getting charged with that, doing that allegedly, okay? It's the irony, man. Okay, so conspiracy theory is not necessarily false, okay? The prophets, the men of the Lord, always saw things before the people saw it, man. Tried to warn the people, and they got labeled as crazy, mad, wicked, a demon, if you will. They said, you know, certain brothers, Yahushua had a demon on them, all right? Or they just call you a flat-out bum. And, like, how could you understand these things, all right, when we're quote-unquote not rich, not wealthy, not in a society, we're looked down upon. So they're trying to figure out, because the preacher that they grew up on had the nicest suits, all right, looked elegant, had nice speech, okay? So they take their word as fact. Their word is fact when they're telling you all type of madness in itself too. All right, so the name of this lesson is entitled Noah was a conspiracy theorist for 100 years plus. All right, shalom. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying.